Okay, so here we have a Digital Designs 3500 Series 15. So this is the USA line, one of the first ones to have the 3-inch voice coil. The 15 and 2500 series have a 2.5. It has all the same features that DD uses across the board in their USA lines. So it has the high roll EROM surrounds, which maximises cone area rather than having a big old surround and losing lots of piston area. The cone itself is actually a very, very rigid, non-pressed cone that DD have spent years and years developing, and you know, all the previous models of cones and stuff they've gone into designing this one. It is very rigid indeed. You can't physically bend it. A lot of paper cones you can actually kind of move a little bit if you put pressure in the right places. This is extremely stiff, very, very sturdy. Will handle well over 150 dBs, getting on for 160 dBs before you need to start looking at composite cone. The voice coil itself in there will handle anywhere between 1500 and 2000 watts RMS if you know what you're doing. So that's with the right amplifier, right box, right setup, no clipping, etc. It is a very high temperature voice coils. They use extremely high temperature glues and materials, and the form of there as well. The spiders in DD, you will never find DD failing due to a spider or a joint connection rip or something like that. The build quality in these is absolutely second to none, and I know because I've tried to recone these in the past and it takes absolutely ages to recone a DD woofer to get rid of all the old glue to separate the parts. It is a nightmare, trust me. Even the older lines, these old woofers I'm talking about. The motor is big solid lump of magnet. You've got proper cooling, nice cooling vents in there, keeps the voice coil nice and cool. It's solid, it's not got any sort of fancy ass bits stuck on here and there to make it look bigger than it actually is. It is just a very, very solid workhorse of a woofer. These are what I would call the ultimate daily drivers from DD. So these are priced, they're cheap enough for you to be able to run a couple of them in your daily drive and not have to go crazy with alternator upgrades or a hell load of batteries and stuff like that. They get very, very loud off of a good amount of power that you can use in the daily driver. So now what I'm going to do, this actually is the first time I'm going to be running this subwoofer. I'm doing some tests. I'm going to run it on an LW Audio 1.1600, which clamps around 1800 or 2K at 14.4 volts. I'm running that off some Dell power supplies over here. So we're just going to run it free air, get it moving, do a little bit of braking in, and just so you can see how nicely these move. Now bear in mind it's not broken in, so I'm not going to be maxing it out on the Excursion. This track is the Sadness and Sorrow rebase by myself from the Naruto anime series. Incredibly clean movement from this woofer. There's no mechanical noises, it's very clean. You can hear the air movement passing through the vents. It is a lovely, lovely daily woofer, very powerful. The motor force is extreme. I cannot stop that movement at all. It's very powerful. As standard on all USA DD woofers, direct leads. Nice, proper OFC cable. Thicker than you would ever need it to be on the woofer. 3500 series you can get in a 10, 12, a 15 and an 18.